Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel RK SoftAcademy. So in this tutorial session, I'll discuss about Pragma in Oracle PL School. Okay. So who are watching this tutorial session new and who are not able to understand or who have no idea about the Oracle or what is data, what is database, what is the relational database management system, and don't know about the Oracle database, so you can watch my basic videos in my YouTube channel. There are lots of videos from the starting from basic to the advanced level, and those videos are on Oracle SQL, that is structured query language, Oracle PL SQL programming. Then it is about different topics on Oracle PL SQL programming. So there are various advanced topics also. So just who watch this video and who know or don't know actually about the Oracle database, just watch my basic videos like introduction to DBMS, introduction to RDBMS. Just I am watching, just I am showing you what are those videos are. Okay. Okay, this is my YouTube channel, and you can just watch those videos like. So there are many videos as you see, right? So this is the very basic understanding about the database management system, RDBMS, Oracle database, about Oracle database. So you can just watch introduction to DBMS. This is part 1, and introduction to DBMS part 2. Okay, and you will get cleared about the database and RDBMS and as well as Oracle database. Okay. So now let's now see, there are many videos on Oracle SQL, many basic and advanced level of videos on Oracle SQL and PL SQL. You can watch out one by one. And just I'm coming to this tutorial. Today's topic is Pragma in Oracle PL SQL. Okay. So we have to understand what is Pragma. Okay. So PL SQL has some structured programming language. PL SQL is a block structured programming language. So it has some procedural programming capabilities in using the SQL, and it execute as a block structure. Okay. So and just I want to discuss about what is Pragma. Okay. So Pragma. So what is Pragma? Actually, Pragma is a keyword in Oracle PL SQL. Okay. And this Pragma refers to a compiler. This is a compiler directive, okay, or hint, and which is used to provide an instruction to the compiler. And Pragma directives are processed at the compile time and not at the runtime. So in a summary, Pragma is a PL SQL keyword, and it is a compiler directive, and which is used to provide an instruction to the compiler. And this Pragma is processed at the compile time and not at the runtime, right? Okay. So so I'm writing here what is Pragma. So Pragma is a keyword in Oracle PL SQL. That is a compiler directive which is used directive used to provide an instruction to the compiler. Okay, and Pragma directives are processed at the compile time, okay, not the runtime. That means whenever the code is compiled, that directives are processed. These Pragma directives are processed. Okay. So this is the Pragma. Hope you understand, right? Okay. I'll show you one kind of Pragma, use of one kind of Pragma, and what is that Pragma. So Pragma is very useful in programming of Oracle PLSQL, and this is a very useful Pragma which I am going to show you. That is Pragma exception INIT. Okay, so Pragma exception init. Okay, so this is a one kind of Pragma, and this is very useful. So what is this exception init Pragma? So we have to understand that. So this directive is used to associate an user defined exception name with an Oracle error number. Okay, so within our PLSQL programming we define various user defined exception, right? If you are not aware about the exception, and if you are not knowing the what is exception in PLSQL, you just watch my videos. The video is there for Oracle exception, that is I'm showing you. Yes, this is the complete video for Oracle exceptions, and you will get to know all the exceptions and what are their use and what is called exception. So you will get all the knowledge about and all the details and on the practical use of Oracle exceptions. Okay. So now I am coming to here, and what is exception INIT? I am just want to tell you. This directive is used to associate an user defined exception. So there are user defined exception in Oracle programming we sometimes use. So this user defined exception associate with an Oracle error number. So this Pragma helps us to associate an user defined exception with an Oracle error number. Okay, Oracle error number. So Oracle has whenever an error is raised in a PLSQL program, Oracle raised an error. Okay, so some errors are predefined error with their error code and error number. Okay, and also error message. Okay, so Oracle has predefined error code with error message and error number. So but when we raise an exception with our as per our definition, so we can associate our exception with the Oracle error number. Okay, so a Pragma exception init is doing that work. Okay, so this is this Pragma is helps us to do that. So I'll now show you how it can be applied in Oracle PLSQL programming. Okay, So always we have to remember that always oracle error number and negative, and it returned by the oracle function, that is SQL code. Okay, so now I will show you an example of this Pragma I am writing. Okay, now I will write a PL SQL program which with using this Pragma, and we'll see how it works. Okay, so I have as per the rules, I have to first declare I have to write first a declare section in PL SQL program. So I am writing declare, and I have to declare variables within the declare section. Then I will use begin. This is the program start, and this is the end. Okay, so now I am declaring a exception, because we have to associate our exception with oracle error number in this program. Okay, so that's why we will define an exception. We have to raise that in our this PL SQL program. So let's say it is a sometimes in a oracle application, whenever several users are working on the same application, sometimes a deadlock happens. Okay, so what is a deadlock? That I will discuss a different top session. If you want to know about the detail, you can just comment below in this video, so that I can make a video on deadlock. Okay, so a deadlock, but I'm just going to summarize it. A deadlock is a blocking of database with many users. Okay, that is the deadlock. Okay, so the deadlock detection is an exception exception. Okay, now deadlock detected, I can write detected. Okay, okay, detected. Then I'll write here Pragma exception in it, the same thing here, and with this I'm just writing this variable and just I'm giving the error number. Okay, that is the means I am associating the exception with the oracle error number. Okay, now I'll begin the my executable section here, and this is my executable section, and I am writing in exception block exception. So I'll write when this exception appear. So then I have to process something, or I have to give some debugging message, or whatever the message I want to output. Here I will write my code here, right? Okay, so that is all for this Pragma exception. I need use of Pragma exception. I need, you can use it with any program in this format. I'm just showing you the format. This is the format, and just you can write the executable section here, and while this exception is raised, you will block of code will be here. Okay, so that's all for this tutorial session of Oracle Pragma in PL/SQL programming, and hope you learned this well. And just comment me